Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and today I'm going to show you how I made this really cute pop-up card. So it's a shaker card, which is cute anyway, but then watch this. When you open it, boom! Isn't that awesome? It's so much fun, I think. I could just sit here and open it and close it over and over again because it's fun. And it's really easy to do, and yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. And you don't have to obviously make it into a shaker. You could just put whatever you wanted in the front and just make the cool pop out as the inside of the card. But my son needs one, and I also need a congratulations card for my daughter. So you start out with just a basic piece of copy paper. This is just from my printer, just a regular sheet of copy paper, and you want it to be square, and you can do this with any size that you want. But I did find that if you take just a regular sheet of 8.5 by 11 and make it 8.5 by 8.5, so that means I need to cut it at 2.5 inches on the long side, so it'll measure 8.5 inches by 8.5 inches. Then that will give me a full inside to my A2 card. And I even may need to trim just a little bit off of it here when I'm done doing the fold. And the fold is the most important part, but it's fun to do. So you just take it and fold it corner to corner. So like this on every side. And being copy paper, it's super easy to fold, but I'm still going to crisp the edges. So, and then you unfold it, and then you fold it the opposite way. And again, I'm going to burnish the crispy end. And then I'm going to fold it this way. So I'm just folding it in half 4 times each direction. Well, 4 times, once in each direction. And then one last fold is this way. So then now when I open it up, this is what it looks like, and you can hopefully see there, it looks like a pizza pie almost. There's 8 triangles. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, and it doesn't matter, I turned it, but I didn't have to. It doesn't matter how you do it, but I want 2 of the sides to go in. So I'm just pushing those in, and then the rest of it will go out. And however it takes for you to get it that way, it seems like when I'm doing it, I always turn it upside down and it seems to work. And then I'm just going to, again, crisp the edge. So then it looks like this. And then I'm going to take, so these, come up, and then if I turned it over, kind of did the same thing. And I want to fold both of these ends to the middle score line. So I'm just folding that in like that. And then I'm going to meet this one up over here, like that. And I think if you crisp the ends like I'm doing, burnish the ends, I think that it makes it a little bit easier to fold because it wants to fold. You can kind of feel it going, oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how that works, but it kind of does. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. It looks a little bit like a little envelope. Now I have these 2 that just kind of flap up, and then if I turned it over, I had the same 2 that just kind of flap up. And these little flaps I'm going to tuck inside. So to do that, you open it up, and then you refold it so that this goes on the inside, like that. So I'm just opening it up, and then pushing that little tab so that it goes in. Like that. And then I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to do the same thing to these sides. And I think that burnishing the ends and making it a really nice fold also makes this a little easier because when I'm pushing it in, it kind of already has the little fold that it wants to go to. I can't explain it, but you'll feel it when you're doing it. And then same with this one, this last one. And that's everything you need, because now when I open this, it'll be the little, isn't that crazy? So cool. So I'm just going to burnish the ends really well. And then this is where I found that with my A2 sized card, it will fit from the front to the back, but it's just barely fits. So I trimmed just about, I don't know, maybe a 1/4 of an inch, probably a little bit less than a 1/4 of an inch off the very bottom. I'd say between, I don't know, probably 1/8 of an inch is all I cut. You can cut as much as you want because it's not going to really hurt anything, but it being copy paper, you can even just do it all once, which is fabulous. So now when I put it in my A2 sized card, you can see it fits very well with a little bit of a gap, which is perfectly fine, because then when I open it, it will open like this, because these two flat sides are the sides that will go against the card. Now, when I did Alex's card, which is this one, I wrote on it so that the card had to open this way. And I didn't know that when I did it. I didn't discover that until it was too late, because I had already cut out, and I also used a embossing folder that faces this way. Well, I can't very well have the card open this way with congrats written sideways then. So I went ahead and redid his with this embossing folder, and I hadn't done anything on it yet, so that was fine. But there's that. But then for Katie's card, I have already a piece of embossed paper with a little window cut out for my little critter. But this was the one that I was going to use for hers. So there's my critter, there's some window sheet, and then here's just the embossing. And this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And this is totally optional. I'm just doing a card now, but I thought this was really cute how it turned out. So I'm going to do something very similar for Katie's, and I'm using the Peekaboo Pets by Avery L to do it. So his was the little dog, hers is the little cat, and then there's a congrats right here, which is what I used. So I want this one to open this way so that I can put my cardstock on top like this. So that means that I need to have this skin here, and then I need it to open this way. So I'm going to go ahead, and you can stamp, you can do whatever you want on this, but I hand wrote it, and I think I'm going to do that again with this one. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm kind of using purple just because that's what I had picked out for the card. So I'm going to get out my purple, and I'm going to get out some random colors here to just draw some other things on it. I like these glittery pens. So I'm picking those from my stash. And then, let's see, here's another one. Might like that. And then I'm also probably going to use these, which will make the cute little dots. These are Zig Clean Color dots, and they are what made all the little polka dots on the inside of this. They're really cute. So let's go ahead and get started with the inside of the card. So I'm going to use my purple. And I have a scrap piece of paper here just to kind of, because these are kind of like paint pens, and they get a little yucky, and then sometimes they don't even work very well. So they're the Nuvo glitter markers, and they're kind of a little bit, I don't want to say temperamental, but it's not a bad word. So let's see, do I want to say congrats or do I want to say congratulations? I don't know. We'll just start writing and see what happens. So see how it like doesn't, the ink doesn't seem to want to flow the whole word. Maybe I'll do that. Congratulations. Woo-wee. Congratulations. I got it all on there. So now I'm just going to kind of do a faux calligraphy, and on my downward lines, I'm going to make them a little thicker. Sometimes if I get the ink running a little better, it works a little better. And then I'm just going to keep doing that for the whole word. Of course, I'm not stopping in the middle. That was a silly thing to say, but oh well. I felt like I needed to say something because I feel like I'm quiet while I'm doing this, but I clearly didn't have anything good to say. Congratulations. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And then I'm going to, actually I think what I'll do first is do the little dots and get those everywhere. So I'm just going to pick some colors that I like. And they have a little dotted end here. And you literally just can bounce it on your page and it makes little polka dots, and I love them. I got these on Amazon. If I remember, I will post an affiliate link. But they're just so cute. And you can, the harder you press, the bigger the dot is. So I'll show you some others here that I'll not press as hard. Let me get this pink out. And I won't press these as hard, and you'll see these are smaller little dots. And then I can press harder. Oh, that one I kind of blurred. Because the page is folded, but I was afraid to do the inking first just because, I don't know, I was afraid that I would mess it up when I'm folding the page. I don't know, you might try it if you'd rather. I mean, what's the only harm is a piece of copy paper, so it's not a big deal. I guess on whatever you've decorated. I might need a couple more up here. Oops. And let's see, I need a green. very close to that blue color, isn't it? Maybe when they dry, they won't be quite as close in color, but they are right now. Maybe I'll use this one too then. This one ought to be different. All right, I think that's enough dots. So now I'm going to take some of my other colors and just make a little, I don't know, confetti. So let's see, here's a pretty blue. Let's do some squiggles with this. And then a pretty pink. Maybe I'll do just some little square confetti. I like these too because they are glittery. And pretty. And then I'm going to do stars with this yellow. Oh, it's looking so cute. And let's see, it looks like I have just one more color here. So let's see, what can I do? Maybe I'll do little twirlies. I'm not going to do too many of these because it's a similar color, but it's not the same. But I think that looks pretty good. So when you have it to your liking, I can put all these away. Take a minute, but I am going to take a drink. Okay. I want this to dry, so I'm just going to set that up there, and I'm going to get the card front together. Now, like I said, I've already started this one because I was going to use it for Alex's, so it already has a window sheet in it, and I already have some adhesive on the back, foam adhesive, that's the word I was looking for. But I noticed when I did Alex's, this foam is really thin. It kind of needs 2 layers, so I'm going to go ahead and try to double up each one of these, which is going to be a little bit of a pain probably. It's easier when you are doing it together, but trying to match it up after you've already stuck it on there is not as easy as if I was doing this from the start, but that's all right. That's all right. So I'm just literally doubling up. And on some of those I had cut it in half, which is how it's like thinner right here. So I'm gonna have to do that again. And usually what I would do for this is I would fold it in half now and then cut it in half, and it's so much easier than trying to do it this way. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. Maybe I'll go this way and try to match it up. This really isn't so bad, but it's, I'm complaining over something silly, but I had to have this little piece because it wasn't matched up at the, when I put these together. So I was afraid some of the glitter would get out. I don't know if you can hear my dog walking around, but she is. She's a silly girl. Let's see, I think I've doubled everything now. Oh no, I haven't. Not this one and not this one. Just do that there, and then on that one I will do more of a accurately sized piece. And I think I got this foam adhesive from Amazon as well. I'm not positive, but you can find this at any of the craft stores. Oh, why did I take that off? I don't know. I shouldn't have taken that. No, I don't know which side is the non-stick side. Okay, I guess that is. All right. Oh no, I still have one more down here, don't I? Putting that away, and then try to line this up a little bit. Well, there we go. And then, because I want this to be a shaker card, I need to put some shaky in here. And I have my sequins over next to me here, and I'm just going to pick out some, I don't know, I think I want some purple ones. And I just use different shades of purple for Alex's. I think that turned out pretty cute, so I think I'm going to just repeat it and do the same kind of thing for Katie's. just using a little bit of each color since I have so many different purples. And then I'm also going to put some silver stars in there. One more, I think. And then silver stars. Do a double pinch of those. And I think that's probably good. And I'm going to take a little tool and try to get all the stickery stuff over there. Okay. And then when I am ready, I'm going to, let's see, should I put the lid on here now? I think what I'm going to do is just move this to the side now, and this should be dry. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my little signature on it. And I think I'll use this one. All right, so now I'm going to fold it back up. If I can remember how to do that. Oh, it's this way. I'm like, wait a second, it's not folded. There you go. And then I'm going to put my tape runner on one of the sides. And I'm just going to pop it open to make sure. Okay, and this is the way that I want it. So I'm going to put this in the card this way. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it so that it's the same distance, you know, from the top and the bottom. So it's centered. That's the word I'm looking for. And along the edge. And then once I have it the way, well, you don't do that. Once you have it the way you want it, you close the lid on top of the card. So like this. So then now, I just turn it over. And I put my adhesive on the back side. And close it down. And then now when I open it, yay! Isn't that so cool? And then, so let's go ahead and pull off the backing on all of my little tape here. Trying to be careful not to move it because I don't want the shaker pieces to get shook until they are protected. Now this might have a little bit, it does. So one is probably going to stick on that, but that's all right. I'm not going to worry about it right now. If I would have thought about it before, I could add some powder to that and it wouldn't stick. So I just picked that and one of the little stars jumped onto the adhesive. So you do have to be careful when you're doing the adhesive. Even a little bit of a jump will make these guys get right on the adhesive. I don't know why they like that, but they do. So now, oh, see, I don't like to do that. Pulling them all off of the edge. Ooh, that guy is stuck on there. So I'm going to try to use my finger. Got it. Okay, so now that I have all of those done, I have this facing in this direction, and I have my card opening in this direction. So I'm going to put the front of the card down on the base, and I'm just going to try to line it up, center it. So I'm getting really close to it, but I'm not stuck down yet. And then when I think I have it lined up good, I will just stick it on down. And cross my fingers and hope that I have it pretty centered. And the suspense is probably killing you. So let's see. Yay! It's not bad. It's not real centered, but it's not bad. But then there's the shaker part. I like to move them around a little bit so that they know, hey, yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Just kind of cute. And then I'm going to put my congrats up here somewhere to make it look like the cat is talking to you. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that on with just some art glitter glue that I love. I'm trying not to cover too much of my window because I know that the cat is going to cover some of my window. I want it to look like he's coming up from over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, if I can find, did I throw it away? The circle that I cut out. Yes, I did throw it away. There it is. So the circle that I cut out from him, I know that that's where I want the cat, if that makes any sense. So I need to cut off this portion of his body so it doesn't look like he's sitting on nothing. I want it to look as though he's kind of peeking out through the circle. I'm not speaking very well right now. Sorry. So I'm just going to put this down. Hopefully you'll understand once you see it. I'm just holding them together, turning it this way. Actually, that didn't do it for me, did it? I guess I need to do it from the front. That's not right. Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. I want this to be peeking out something like this. So that means I want all of this part to be cut off. There, more like that, I guess. So you know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to just leave this on here like that. Then I'm going to take my pencil. I'm going to mark the area that I'm going to cut off. Like that. And then I can take my scissors and follow the line. And then this can now go inside. Actually, that's kind of cute like that. So I'm going to take my glue. Oh, and before I did this, I should have colored them, but I didn't, so I will. That's okay. Oh, that's kind of cute. And then I should have two little paws. And I'm going to put one here and one here. So I'm just taking my glue with the help of my tweezers. And so cute. Oh my goodness. So now I can take my alcohol markers or whatever markers you want to use to color. And I know that Katie loves black cats, and she has a black cat, but I think I'm going to make this one have black spots. So I'll take my black. I'm going to color his nose. Then I'll color the ear. And I don't want complete even dots or anything. I don't want him to be a dotted cat. I'm just trying to make him look like he has some black and white spots. I got some on my card right there. I'm doing it again. I think I'll color some of his paw down here. I don't know, I think it's kind of cute just like that. I mean, there's no right or wrong way, because anything you do, I mean, it could be a spot on the cat. It's fine. So I'm just going to do something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like my spots, so I am making him a black cat. And now you can't see his face at all, so let me come in here with my pen and redo his little nose and mouth and whiskers. And then I'm probably going to take my white pen There we go. I think I like that better. And then once you've gotten it all done, all you have to do is put it in the mail so somebody can do this a million times, which is probably what I would do. I think they just turned out super cute. Hopefully you guys like it too, and you will try it, because that fold really is easier than you might think it is. Just fold them each onto themselves, each corner to corner. So 4 ways, and then once you've done that, you just kind of tuck it in, and it works out really well. So there's that one. And here's this one again. So thanks so much for watching. I hope that you guys liked that and have a wonderful day. Bye.